कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. Let us resume our discussion on Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual discourses with his intimate devotees at his residence in Dakshineshwar temple premises on a Sunday afternoon dated 26th October 1884. This appears in the first volume of the original Bengali presentation Sri Sri Ramakrishna Kathamrita under 13th chapter 113 section 3. This is presented in the second volume of the Hindi translation Sri Ramakrishna Bachanamrit 201-3 chapter 101 and under chapter 33 of the chronologically presented English translation, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Let us recapitulate the salient points discussed in our last couple of Sunday classes. This section is extremely important and relevant for the sincere speakers of the truth. साधकों के लिए, साधिकाओं के लिए इस अंश अत्यंत जरूरी है. Because Sri Ramakrishna is giving here the secret of success in spiritual life. We are all after the same goal, which is uniform for all human beings, to see God. ईश्वर दर्शन ही मनुष्य जीवन का उद्देश्य है. We are all trying for that. So Sri Ramakrishna tells us how to see God, gives us the secret. Step by step, he is developing the subject. So we have discussed that some devotees came to him and requested, "Sir, if you have seen God, please show God to us." हम संतों के पास इसलिए जाते हैं ताकि हमें भी भगवान का दर्शन मिल जाए. At the outset, Sri Ramakrishna said, even if I will want to see God, I cannot, much less I can show it to someone else. Because God cannot be seen without His grace. ईश्वर दर्शन साधन से नहीं होता है, साधन सिद्ध नहीं है, कृपा सिद्ध है. भगवत कृपा से ही भगवत का दर्शन मिलता है. But immediately he says that does not mean that you should sit idle. This grace is flowing. In order to realize the grace, in order to make the grace effective in our life, we have to work hard. It cannot be done by sitting idle. So, work is necessary. Now, naturally, the question comes, what sort of work should be done? So one person says that as our common belief goes, that if one has to realize God, one has to know about God. You have to study a lot of books, scriptures, that what God is. So this is a great mistake we make. As opposed to material science, spiritual science works in a different dimension. If you have to know about a particular object, then the study should be objective. You have to get a lot of data about the object, study, research, find out. That's how the scientific researches are made. We reveal the truth of the matter by knowing about it, knowing more and more about it, going to the deepest of the knowledge. But Sri Ramakrishna says, one cannot know God by gathering information about Him. Because the information what you get is a second-hand information, and we have to have a subjective experience, not an objective knowledge. Subjective experience about God. In simple words, he says, the knowledge of God is possible only when we see Him, because God alone can reveal His knowledge. No one knows. In the Bhagavad Gita also Sri Krishna says, Asito Devalo Vyasaha, the great rishis, they also wanted to know about me, but they could not. Nobody can know about me. Then Arjuna surrenders and he says, if nobody can know about you and you only know what you are, why don't you reveal your nature to me? That should be the correct approach. We have to approach God and request Him to reveal His nature. We can get the complete knowledge of God only directly through God, not from anyone else. So naturally, the attention comes that how to be in touch with God. Sri Ramakrishna says that God is not easily available. He is sitting as if behind 7 gates. He is sitting behind 7 gates. So it has to be seen by requesting Him only. He has to be seen by requesting Him only that what He is. So now the question comes, how to become acquainted with the Master? How to know Him? Because He is restricted by several gates. He is not easily available. He gives an example that a master is seated, a king is seated in an inner chamber, and he has several gates, and each gate there are some guards. Sipahi khade hain. So to cross each and every gate in order to reach to the inner quarter where God is. He gives this example to let us know that we have to have patience. हमें धैर्य रहना चाहिए. We should not become impatient that why God is seated such behind. That is His place. So now the question is that how to be in touch with God in order to know what He is. Otherwise we cannot know about Him, we cannot reach Him. So Sri Ramakrishna says, for that one has to work. A little work is necessary. So we are all working. What is lacking? What is missing? हम तो सब कर्म कर रहे हैं. कोई व्यक्ति नहीं है को कर्म नहीं कर रहे हैं, साधन नहीं कर रहे हैं. गलती कहाँ पर है? कौन चीज मिसिंग है? ये देखना पड़ेगा. Sri Ramakrishna is saying that we have to work with an intense longing in the heart. That is missing. व्याकुलता रहना चाहिए. तो श्री रामकृष्ण का कहना है विकलता से ईश्वर दर्शन होती है. So the secret of God realization is intense longing of the heart. आंतरिक व्याकुल होकर विकल होकर भगवान का पुकारने से भगवान अवश्य दर्शन देंगे. दर्शन देने के लिए मजबूर हो जाएंगे. दैट इज द टर्म ही सेज. आंतरिक व्याकुल হয়ে কেঁদে কেঁদে প্রার্থনা করলে তিনি শুনবেন. He has to hear. So what is the missing link is the longing of the heart. Our prayer are oral, not from the heart. अंतस्थ प्रार्थना नहीं है, मुखस्थ प्रार्थना है. We recite, we repeat the prayers. It doesn't come from the core of our heart. Now when there is a longing from the heart, भीतर से अगर हृदय के भीतर से एक पुकार, व्याकुल होकर पुकार, you don't have to shout with a loudspeaker. God can hear even the footsteps of ants. He is not short of hearing. If there is a longing, prayer with longing, intense yearning from the core of our heart, that will reach the ear of God and He will respond. Sri Ramakrishna says, realization of God is not so easy. He does not oversimplify the matter. He is a very practical person. Says it is not easy. It is very laborious and very difficult process. But then all these difficulties can be surmounted by the grace of God. Apparently, it turns out to be impossible. When you think with your analytical mind, that how is it possible? It's not feasible at all. There is a song in Shama Sangeet in Bengali, Proshad bhashe loke hashe, Shantarane Sindhu Gamon, Amar mon bujeche pran bojena, Dhorbe shoshi hoye bamon. Very significant song. Ram Prasad, great devotee of Mother Kali. He is saying, भाषे मतलब he says, भाषण देते हैं. He says that I will realize Mother Kali. People are laughing. It's a ridiculous proposal. In common, ordinary man or woman to see God, it is like as impossible as crossing an ocean by swimming. Santarane Sindhu Gaman. No one has ever been able to cross the Atlantic or Pacific or Indian Ocean, maximum English Channel. It's not possible. It's not in the might of a human being to swim across the great seas. It's as impossible as that. Another example, he says that if there is a dwarf, Baman, if it wants to catch the moon, Dhorbe shoshi hoye Baman. A dwarf, not even a tall man, even a tall man cannot catch, but even a dwarf, he is aspiring to touch the moon. It is as impossible as that. So the problem is, Prasad is saying, Mon bujeche pran bojana. What a wonderful song. When I analyze, my intelligence conforms to this impossibility. Yes, it is not possible. But pran bojana, my heart still aspires to see God. It's a wonderful statement. When we analyze, you'll find it's not possible. बुद्धि से अगर विचार करोगे तो भगवान लाभ असंभव है. सही बात. Sri Ramakrishna is not denying. But still, the devotee with a loving heart wants to see the beloved. So when that longing comes from the core of the heart of a devotee, then God makes these impossible happenings possible. God is almighty. He can do anything. So when we try to see God, when we try to attain God, we give emphasis on our own effort. That is the mistake. We want to see God by our strength, our might, our sadhan. Kabhi nahi hoga. We have to depend on His contribution. इसीलिए कहा जाता है ईश्वर दर्शन कृपा सापेक्ष है, साधन सापेक्ष नहीं है। लेकिन कृपा को अपने जीवन में बलवती करने के लिए व्याकुल होकर साधन करना जरूरी है। इसे सब बात कृपा से ही होगा, लेकिन चुपचाप बैठे रहने से नहीं होगा। If you sit idle, nothing will happen. You have to work hard, knowing all the time that your work is not responsible for the consequences. You are only trying to swim across the ocean, but that effort, that endeavor, that attempt is necessary. इसीलिए भगवद गीता में कहते हैं स्वल्पम अप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्। महान भय, great fear can be overcome by what? Salpam apyasya, salpam api asya dharmasya. If you do a little, Sri Ramakrishna here also saying, little work, he is very clear in this. How we can see God, that he says, that is why he says that work is necessary. And then the question was asked, by what kind of work one can realize God? कौन कर्म करने से भगवत प्राप्ति होती है? This is also a question to us. We are always wondering, the work which are doing may not be conducive for God realization. This is a constant doubt in our mind. We feel that if we change the work, perhaps we'll be able to see God. When we're trying with our own effort, result is not coming. The first blame comes on the nature of work. Most of us complain that the type of work I'm engaged in is not conducive for God realization. Perhaps if I change the work, change the profession, it would have been better. A householder who's engaged in intense activity, he or she believes, perhaps if I can get rid of the work, when I retire, I get full time, then maybe I'll be engaged in sadhana. Or if I renounce the world, become a monk or a nun, then I'll be able to realize God. These sort of thoughts come to us. So this question is asked, what sort of work is necessary to realize God? And the reply is point blank. It is not that God can be realized by this work and not by that. ये बहुत अच्छे ढंग से समझ लेना चाहिए। किस कर्म से हमें उन्हें प्राप्त कर सकते हैं? बताइए कौन कर्म है? श्री रामकृष्ण कहते हैं उन्हें अमुक कर्म से आदमी पाता है और अमुक से नहीं, यह बात नहीं। डू नॉट ब्लेम द नेचर ऑफ वर्क। वॉट एवर वर्क वी आर एंगेज्ड इन, उससे चलेगा, दैट इज ऑल राइट। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड रिमूव दिस डाउट फ्रॉम आवर माइंड, इज अ ग्रेट हेल्प। Most of our spiritual life is engaged in this dilemma. A person who is doing household work, he thinks that is not conducive. साधन भजन के समय कम मिल रहा है। Now, Girish Chandra Ghosh was a great dramatist. He used to write drama and enact drama himself. He was a great dramatist himself and was a director, famous. He came in touch with Sri Ramakrishna, you all know, and he turned out to be a great devotee. He became a great spiritual person. Then he thought to himself that my life of spirituality is completely opposed to my profession. Most of us think that way. इतने ऑफिस में इतने किस्म का काम करना पड़ता है, इतने किस्म के आदमी से मिलना पड़ता है, सब तो सत आदमी नहीं है, नाना प्रकार का. हाउ कैन आई रियलाइज गॉड, हाउ कैन आई हैव स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ? सो गिरीश चंद्र घोष सिंसियरली बिलीव्ड that he should get rid of this profession, because this association with various kinds of people, the people with questionable character, men and women with all sorts of bad habits, so this is not conducive to spiritual life. So he came to Sri Ramakrishna and proposed that let me retire from the life of this profession of making drama. नाटक करना छोड़ देंगे, नाटक भी करते रहेंगे, फिर अच्छा आध्यात्मिक जीवन भी जुड़े रहेंगे, संभव नहीं है. That's what he thought. Sri Ramakrishna says, no, you should not get rid of the drama. What you are doing, that is God's work. তুমি মায়ের কাজ করছো. Very important input. The work is not to be blamed. Our attitude to be blamed. How we do the work. When you are engaged in work, if you think you are doing for your own enjoyment, for your sensual satisfaction, that is not correct. You are doing work, God's work. God knows what work is necessary to be done through you. Nimitta matram bhava sabya sachin. We are mere instrument in the hands of God. He has designed this work. Our job is to do it to our utmost competence, utmost satisfaction, utmost sincerity. There our job ends. It's not our work. It's given by God. Let us surrender the fruits of action to God. So let us not discriminate between the work. First question he says, कौन कर्म करना चाहिए? इस कर्म से होगा, उस कर्म नहीं होगा, इसे नहीं है. Whatever you are doing, you have to continue to do the work. However, there is an art of doing work. कर्म तो सब आदमी कर रहे हैं, लेकिन कर्म में कौशल होना चाहिए. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, yogaha karmasu kaushalam. We are all doing work. We do not know the art of doing work. वो आर्ट सीखना चाहिए, वो कर्म का कौशल सीखना चाहिए. वही श्री रामकृष्ण भी बताएंगे in this context that you have to do work. Whatever you are doing will do. चलेगा. जो भी आप कर रहे हो करते रहो. बदलाव का जरूरत नहीं है. You need not change. Continue to do the work, but how you will do the work, he will say. उनका मिलना उनकी कृपा पर अवलंबित है. First of all, while doing the work, first thing to get ascertained, established in your mind, this work will not enable you to see God. कुछ कर्म करने से भगवान को मिलना संभव नहीं है. क्यों? उनके दर्शन उनकी कृपा पर अवलंबित है. It is dependent on his grace. By doing work, you may do the work, but this work alone, with your own effort, will not enable you to see God. It is not within your power. So do the work with humility. When we do the work, we do it ego. इतना जप करेंगे, इतना ध्यान करेंगे, इतना डोनेशन देंगे, इतना हम कर लेंगे, भगवान को दर्शन करके हासिल करके कुछ नहीं होगा. तुम्हारा बश का नहीं है. लेकिन दिस सरेंडर, दिस रियलाइजेशन डज नॉट कम until you exert yourself. करके देखो, जितना कर सके करो, करके देख लेना, संभव नहीं होगा। करने के बाद ही दिल से वो गूंज उठता है, उसके पहले नहीं। बोलने पर नहीं होता है, व्याकुलता ऐसे नहीं बनता है। यू हैव टू वर्क वेरी हार्ड एंड रियलाइज योर सेल्फ, प्रभु हमसे नहीं होगा। तब व्याकुलता होती है, तब समर्पण होती है। श्री रामकृष्ण गिव्स एन एग्जाम्पल। देयर वाज अ बर्ड हु वाज सीटेड on a mast of a sheep. When the sheep entered in the deep seas, the bird wanted to fly to the shore. But by that time, the sheep has gone much deep in the seas. He could not see the shore. So it went towards the south, as far as it could go. He could not find the shore. नजर में नहीं आएगा. So naturally he had to come back to that ship on the mast. Then he went to the north, उत्तर की ओर गया. Then east and west, चारों ओर घूमते रहे. जब घूमते घूमते थक गए, परेशान हो गए, तब वो मास्तुल के ऊपर बैठ के सोच रहे हैं, अब जहाज जहां ले जाएंगे वहां पर चलेंगे. उसी तरह in that strain we have to work to our utmost and then realize that let me surrender at the feet of God and pray to Him earnestly to reveal His vision. This word Sri Ramakrishna is saying, हाँ, व्याकुल होकर कुछ कर्म करते रहना चाहिए, विकलता के रहने पर उनकी कृपा होती है. विकलता ऐसी करने का दो तरीका है. कुछ कर्म नहीं करने से विकल हो जाते हैं और कर्म करते करते विकल हो जाते हैं. वो दूसरा तरीका अवलंबनीय है. यू वर्क हार्ड एंड देन यू रियलाइज दैट इट इज नॉट विद इन योर कैपेसिटी, विद इन योर रीच. Then you seek the help of God, and the help of God definitely comes. He is there eager. He is eager to help us, provided we call on Him with a longing heart. व्याकुल होकर पुकारने से भगवान अवश्य दर्शन देंगे. ये बात दिल में पक्का रखना. Have this engraved in your mind. Vision of God is possible in this very life, if we can call on Him sincerely, earnestly. Let us not think that this sincerity, earnestness is possible only when you become a great saint or seer, or learn many books, or have lot of riches, money, property, position, degrees. Not necessary. Sri Ramakrishna is saying, give an example. The look when a child is busy playing with his toys, then the mother keeps it away. But when the child, baby, कोई ज्ञान नहीं है, कोई विद्या नहीं है, कोई पैसा नहीं है, there is no qualification, nothing, is a child. But when the child wants to get to its mother, तो क्या करते हैं? व्याकुल होकर पुकारते हैं, रोते हैं, चिल्लाते हैं. And on hearing that clarion call from the baby, Sri Ramakrishna says, whatever may be the mother doing, however busy she might be, she has to come immediately and attend the child. ভাতের হাঁড়ি নাবিয়ে দুমদুম করে সে বাচ্চাকে কোলে নেন. She may be busy in cooking. Cooking is more important. She suspend the work, suspend the cooking process, because that is on priority. So when a devotee calls from the core of the heart, then that is a priority for God to attend to him. So we cannot complain that we do not have as the qualification of a child. Child needs simplicity and intense longing to see its mother. So Sri Ramakrishna says, for that we have to do our work. Some work we have to be engaged in. He is not saying you do great works. बड़े कोई कर्म करने का जरूरत नहीं है. कुछ कर्म करने से व्याकुल होकर कुछ कर्म करते रहना चाहिए. That's the secret. This is the secret for God realization. व्याकुल होकर कुछ कर्म करते रहना चाहिए. Do not be idle. Whatever work God has given to you, do it sincerely, do it seriously, but at the same time have the longing in the heart that this work may lead you to God vision. Do not think that this work you have to augment with some other work. इसके साथ और कुछ जोड़ना का जरूरत नहीं है. वही कर्म आप ले जाएंगे क्योंकि वो भगवान का दिया हुआ कर्म है. That work will lead you to the ultimate goal, the vision of God. That is necessary in our life. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, without undermining, without taking care of the realities of life. As I said, realization of God is not so easy. It requires a lot of process. It's true. Sri Ramakrishna is not ignoring that fact. He is saying, a man must work a little with longing for God in his heart. If he has longing, he will receive the grace of God. Bas. Now he says, to attain God, a man must have certain favorable conditions. ऐसी आसान नहीं है. Lot of favorable conditions are necessary, which apparently comes to us as a very impossible thing to have. This is where Sri Ramakrishna is taking us our faith. This is this statement he made, व्याकुल होकर प्रार्थना करना चाहिए. But then we lose faith by seeing the conditions. Is possible, is very natural, because you need some favorable conditions. ऐसे तो नहीं होगा. And what are the favorable conditions? He is narrating. We must have some favorable conditions. कोई सुयोग मिलना चाहिए. सुयोग तो सबके जीवन में आता नहीं, लेकिन वो जरूरी है. This is the important thing he is mentioning. How to get these conditions? कोई सुयोग मिलना चाहिए. क्या सुयोग चाहिए? The company of the holy. साधु संग, सत्संग मिलना चाहिए. It is very rare nowadays. Why do you get सत्संग? साधु मिलना बहुत कठिन है, और जो भी साधु मिलता है वो सत्संग नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन ये जरूरी है. फर्स्ट इज द कंपनी ऑफ द होली, देन विवेक, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. बिकॉज व्हेन यू हैव द कंपनी ऑफ द होली, सत्संग, देन आपके मन में वस्तु विचार आते हैं. That is the benefit of satsang. When you meet a holy person, then his life, his conduct, his sayings, his discourses, his advice generates a question in our mind, generates vivek, inspires the vivek within our mind. Everyone has a power of discrimination. What discrimination? Discrimination between real and unreal. साधु संघ का फल है सदसद विचार. श्री राम ने जो साधन चतुष्टय बताया, पहले है साधु संघ, उसके बाद सदसद विचार. विचार होना चाहिए. उसके बाद है एकांत बास. Now this is, first is these favorable conditions. We should have a company of the holy people. Then it will generate discrimination. Now, normally getting a company of the holy man is difficult. Even if we meet holy people, we waste our time in discussing all unholy things. We can ask ourselves, how much discussion about God is being done in the company of the holy people? Each person should ask. हमारा समय में बर्बाद करते हैं, उनके भी समय बर्बाद होता है. So it is not enough to have company of the holy, we must have discrimination. Company of the holy should generate this vastu vichar in our mind, and then thirdly he says, and the blessings of the real teacher, सदगुरु की कृपा होनी चाहिए. साधु संग, विवेक, सदगुरु की प्राप्ति कभी इस तरह की सुयोग मिल जाती है. सो दिस सुयोग हो जाना चाहिए, फेवरेबल कंडीशंस होना चाहिए. नाउ दैट अपार्ट, वी हैव मेनी सोशल रिस्ट्रिक्शंस. परिवेश भी अनुकूल होना चाहिए. वी मस्ट हैव फेवरेबल एनवायरनमेंट. वी कैन नॉट डिनाई. दिस इज अ कॉमन कंप्लेन अबाउट डिवोटीज. तो आप लोग मठ मंदिर में रहते हैं, यू आर स्टेइंग इन मोनास्टरीज. इट्स अ वेरी क्वाइट प्लेस, बट इन आवर हाउस होल्ड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ डिस्टर्बेंसेस. प्रतिकूल परिवेश है. And not only parivesh, there are all sorts of disturbing family members around us, family commitments which take us our valuable time. What to do? Sri Ramakrishna is acknowledging those difficulties as unfavorable conditions. But he says, if we sincerely pray, then those unfavorable conditions become favorable. That is the catch. We become lost. ये कैसे होगा? सब कुछ संभव है भगवान का कृपा होने से. कितना तक संभव है भगवान अभी नैरेट करेंगे. असंभव चीज संभव हो जाता है. एक उदाहरण से बताएंगे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही सेज how the unfavorable conditions are becoming favorable. Very practical examples he is giving. Perhaps his elder brother takes the responsibility for the family. Suppose a person wants to devote full time for God realization. He has some family commitments, some financial restrictions. He is not able to devote his time. Perhaps his elder brother becomes very benign. He says, you go ahead. You devote your more time for God realization, I will take care of the family. So you get more time. So the time is made available for those who deserve it, those who sincerely pray for it. Perhaps his wife has spiritual qualities and is very virtuous. This is another problem. When we want to pursue God, the counterpart is not interested. It becomes a problem. You want to go to a mutt and mandir, the counterpart says, no, it is not necessary. Let us go to a jewelry shop. Then you are a dichotomy. But if you pray, then the counterpart, your spouse, become like-minded. Apparently, it may become very hostile. Some people come to me and say, Swamiji, I have this problem, that my wife is completely diametrically opposite, does not allow me to come here. I say, pray to Thakur. And then after some time he says, it is a miracle has happened. No, she tells me that let us go. How this change came? The key is longing of the heart. Sincere prayer will make the impossible possible. That's what he says here. Perhaps the wife has spiritual qualities and is very virtuous. Perhaps he is not married at all or entangled in worldly life. He succeeds when conditions like these are fulfilled. These conditions have to be fulfilled. He is not saying these conditions are not to be fulfilled. Conditions fulfilled करना चाहिए, लेकिन भगवत कृपा से ही वो संभव होता है. Now he makes this point clear with an illustration. He was a very nice storyteller. कहावत कहते थे और सबको समझा देते हैं. He gave a story that see how impossible thing happens by sincere longing of the heart, by giving a virtual story. And see how apt he was in narrating a story. So interesting. In a certain family, a man lay seriously ill. He was at the point of death. Someone said, here is a remedy. First it must rain when the star Swati is in the ascendant. Now the conditions which are laid for restoration of the life of the person who is awaiting death, if you hear, you will find it is utterly impossible. It cannot be met. Impossible conditions are being laid for the restoration of life of this man, seriously ill. He says the person is seriously ill. किसी के घर में सख्त बीमारी थी, अब तब हो रहा था. The doctor has given birth, he may die any moment. किसी ने कहा, now the conditions are narrated, just to hear the conditions. Here is a remedy. First it must rain when the star Swati is in the ascent. Then some of that rain must collect in a human skull. Third condition is, then a frog must come there. Fourth condition, a snake must chase the frog. Fifth condition, and as this frog is about to be bitten by the snake, it must jump away and the poison of the snake must drop into the skull. असंभव की बात है. You must prepare a medicine from that poison and give it to the patient, then he will live. यह असंभव की बात है. ये स्वाति नक्षत्र में बरसात की पानी अगर मुर्दे की खोपड़ी में गिरकर रुक जाए और एक सांप मेढक की पीछा करे, सांप के लपक कर पकड़ते समय मेढक खोपड़ी के उस पार उछल कर चला जाए और सांप का विष उसी खोपड़ी पर गिर जाए, उसी विष के दवा यदि बनाई जाए और वो दवा अगर मरीज को दी जाए तब वो बच सकता है. इन सिंपल वर्ड्स कुड से इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ये हो ही नहीं सकता. नाउ व्हाट श्री रामकृष्ण सेज, जस्ट वॉच हाउ दिस इम्पॉसिबल थिंग हैपेंड. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. इज इंपॉर्टेंट इन वन लाइफ. इट इज जस्ट नॉट ए स्टोरी. इट इज अ प्रैक्टिकल जर्नी of a spiritual seeker to the goal of life. Because in our life also such impossible conditions are laid. हमारे लिए भी कुछ आसान नहीं है. हमारे लिए जो मार्ग है वो ऐसी तरह असंभव है. How can we make it that impossible possible? He is showing that how this person could restore the life of his beloved. Every word should be watched. The head of the family consulted the almanac about the star and set out at the right moment. First thing necessary is belief, faith. If you just brush it aside, most of us brush it aside. ये बकवास है, हो नहीं सकता, तब कुछ नहीं होगा. First is, you must have faith. श्रद्धा, कॉन्फिडेंस, विश्वास. अतीव विश्वास होना चाहिए. विश्वास बिना कुछ नहीं होगा. यू हैव टू बिलीव वॉट एवर हैज बीन सेड. अनलेस यू बिलीव नथिंग विल हैपन. यू हैव टू बिलीव दैट यू कैन रियलाइज गॉड. मोस्ट ऑफ अस डू नॉट बिलीव. इफ यू आस्क एनीबडी कैन यू सी गॉड, नहीं, संभव नहीं है. देन यू कैन नॉट प्रोसीड. Bhagavan is saying you can see God. We do not believe the word of God. We think we are more intelligent. We know ourselves better. Bhagavan is saying every human being is capable to see God. First we must have the belief. This person, how he succeeded, how he became successful first. He believed and he began the journey. We must believe and start. If we have not started, let us make a beginning from this moment on. First, the steps to success is belief, faith, confidence, intense faith. हाँ हो जाएगा, करते रहो, चलते रहो. And he made at the right moment. He began. Now what he had during the journey, one thing he had all the time, with great longing of heart. ये कभी खोना नहीं चाहिए. आंतरिक व्याकुलता हर पल में रहना चाहिए. That is necessary. If you do not have व्याकुलता, you will not be accepted. Only work will not hold. सिर्फ कर्म करने से नहीं हुआ, कर्म के साथ व्याकुलता जोड़ देना चाहिए. With great longing of heart, he began to search for the different ingredients. He prayed to God, "O Lord, I shall succeed only if you bring together all these ingredients." ये पुकार, ये प्रार्थना हर पल में होना चाहिए. हे भगवान, हमारे जीवन में जो आपात असंभव है वो संभव हो जाए. As he was roaming about, he actually saw a skull lying on the ground. Presently there came a shower of rain. Then the man exclaimed, "O gracious Lord, I have got the rainwater under Swati and the skull too." Now, this is also important, that we must learn to thank God. We must learn to thank our stars. When you ask something, we receive, but we are so ungrateful, we do not acknowledge. There is a tragedy in our life. ऐसी कोई व्यक्ति नहीं है जिसको भगवान का कृपा नहीं है, लेकिन हम लोग शुक्र गुजार तो नहीं है. We do not thank God. We always complain, क्या नहीं मिला. कभी भगवान को धन्यवाद नहीं देता है. कौन चीज मिला है, पीछे मुड़कर देख लीजिए कितना चीज मिला है. You have got more than you deserve. Have you thanked him? Have you felt graceful, blessed? भगवान आपने जो दिया है बहुत दिया है, बाकी भी दे दीजिए. It's not that I have got everything, but definitely I have got something. So that acknowledgement should be there. Thankful acknowledgement, compliments is there. When we thankfully acknowledge, more grace comes. That is the secret. सिर्फ मांगने से नहीं होता है. मांगने पर जो मिल जाता है उसको लिए आपको धन्यवाद देना चाहिए. You have to acknowledge, yes, I have got it. That will give more confidence, more energy, more momentum to go forward. Always if you are complaining, कुछ नहीं मिला, कुछ नहीं मिला, कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. जो मिला है उसको लेते रहो, धन्यवाद देते रहो, चलते रहो. That's what he did. The journey is depicted. When he saw Then the man exclaimed, "O gracious Lord, I have got the rainwater under Swati and the skull too. What is more, some of the rain has fallen into the skull. Now be kind enough to bring together the other ingredients." So always review from where you started and where you are now at the moment. कहाँ से शुरू किया, कहाँ तक पहुँचे हो. यहाँ तक पहुँचे हो, भगवान का कृपा बिना संभव नहीं होता. So here he says, "O gracious Lord," he exclaimed, he thanked God. That sort of thankful attitude should be within us. That yes, I have prayed, I have got something, बाकी भी हो जाना चाहिए. He was reflecting with a yearning heart when he saw a poisonous snake approaching. His joy knew no bounds. He became so excited that he could not feel the thumping of his own heart. "O God," he prayed, "now the snake has come to I have procured most of the ingredients. Please be gracious and give me the remaining ones. So साधन जीवन कोई दुख का जीवन नहीं है. It's an experience of joy. Unfortunately, when you are trying to see God, we make long faces. कुछ नहीं मिला है, कुछ नहीं प्राप्त हुआ. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. This person is, see how happy, how joyful he is. जो हम मांगा था कुछ तो मिल गया. So I'm going in the right direction. He's thanking God. So you get joy. This joyful attitude is necessary in a spiritual life. You cannot go with a limping leg. You must run. And that momentum will come when you'll feel joy in the heart. Yes, your prayers are being answered, at least partially. And when it is being answered partially, feel confident that the remaining things also will be done if you continue to pray. The prayer will be more and more vibrant. Pratikshana bardhamanam. Every moment the prayer should be more strong because it is being answered. This person is excited, is moving with greater strides. Please be gracious and give me the remaining ones. No sooner did he pray thus than a frog hopped in. These happenings are coming consequence to the prayer. Every war should be watched. It's not coming from bolt of the blue. When a person is sincerely praying, as and when he is praying, more and more impossible things are coming together. The snake pursued it as they came near the skull, and the snake was about to bite the frog. The frog jumped over the skull, and the snake's poison fell out into it. The man began to dance, clapping his hands for joy. So I say that one gets everything through yearning. The man hit the mark, not by his effort. All things happened out of the blue. But one thing was important, his sincere prayer, his continuous thanking to God, and remaining in this search. बीच में छोड़ना नहीं चाहिए. जो आप कर रहे हो भगवान को प्राप्त करने के लिए आप साधन कर रहे हो, लगे रहो. Continue. And Sri Ramakrishna says, इसलिए कहता हूँ व्याकुलता के होने पर सब हो जाता है. दिस द जिस्ट ऑफ हिज स्टेटमेंट. विकलता से ईश्वर प्राप्ति होती है. वी विल कंटिन्यू फर्दर इन आवर नेक्स्ट इंटरैक्शन. निरंजनम नित्यम अनंत रूपम भक्तानुकंपाधृत विग्रहम वै ईशावतारम परमेशमिड्यम तम रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरिः ओम तत्सत्. श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. Let us close with a chanting of the Lord together. Please join with me. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om Ram Krishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om Ram Krishna Hari Om. Now the announcements for this week.